Hi there guys, welcome back. So we're gonna start doing that animation blueprint, which is the next step to continue putting this stuff together. Okay, so at the moment we know that we have all this already done, all these animations, and plus we have this blend space already sorted. We're gonna go into this. So I got it already here open. So I wanna keep it open so I can steal the stuff from here easier. So I'm gonna go back into content here, the original folder, go into my character, go into animation, and I'm going to actually recreate here my animation blueprint. So if you right click here and you go into animation and you put animation blueprint, you click there, then you have to go and create a animation blueprint. The first thing you do is you need to select the parent class. So if you go into animation instance, I think that's the one we have to select. I believe if I cancel this for now, you can see that, let me go back to this so you can see the type of blueprint we need to create. So you can hover here, you can tell you, look, this is a parent class animation instance, native parent class is animation instance. So we need to do one that is, the parent class is going to be animation instance. Guys, this is programming, we're not programming, we're just quickly stealing the stuff so we can actually make it work for our character. The programmers are the ones that are in charge of it. That's their headache, not ours. We need to work with them, but we have to. They will take care of that. They will ask you what you need, and then how you're gonna deliver it, and then they take it from there. Okay, but for now, you need to sort of put your stuff together in Unreal, and that's what we're doing. So, what do we got this? So now we're gonna go back to content. Let's go back to my character animation, and then I'm gonna go here, and then I'm gonna create my animation. I think it's not this one. No, it's not this. That's something else. I'm gonna go into animation and then here animation blueprint, and then you select. If you recall, I said that you need to have the parent class to be animation class. We need to select the skeleton that we need. Okay, so we need this and this, not this because there's one already there, and we hit OK. Okay, so and we're gonna call this again my character underscore animation BP blueprint. Okay, you can see here that I start with something. Okay, and this stuff here is called I believe it's AI pretty much. It's called the state machine system, which allows you to switch between all these different types. And then you need to it creates all the logic, so to know when the character is in the air, then it will trigger the loop. When it's about to land, it triggers the actual landing, and also all that stuff in there. But it's something that is obviously out of the scope of this program, this module, which is going to have to actually just copy and paste it from the other ones. Okay, so first of all we need to copy all this, which is the event graph, and this is the one that triggers the actual animation. So this stuff here, what it says is set the two variables, is in the air, and set the speed as well. So we got these two here, so we need to create those two variables. So this variable here is called is in air, is a boolean, which means that can only be true or false. Speed, which is a flow, which can be just a decimal number. So we need to create these two guys. Okay, so we're gonna go here and we're gonna create them. Click here, variable, and we call them is in the air. So if you want to be more accurate, just go here and just copy this stuff, and then click here and paste it. Okay, this is what we need. So it's exactly the same as the other one. It's a boolean. That's fine. Look, no changes. So the other one is speed. Let's copy if you want, and then we create here another one, another variable. We call this one speed, and this one needs to be not a boolean, but it needs to be a float. Okay, and you can see no changes, perfect. Okay, let's compile this. Everything seems to be okay. Compile my character successful, blah blah, that's okay. I'm gonna take all these things, I'm gonna copy, Control C, and I'm gonna go here into the event graph. There is some stuff in here, it's gonna delete it. Then I'm gonna paste the stuff. Okay, let's compile it. It doesn't give me any errors. That's fine. See compile. Okay, that's okay. Look, just like this. Now we need to go into the this section, which is I think this section, I'm gonna close it, this one. If you go here into this section, which is third person animation graph, we will have the equivalent here, which is animation graph, but at the moment is nothing in there. So you can see this is what we have, this is what they have. You see the name here, that's the one that we name, and this is the one how it's named in the template. So we need to copy that. So I think if we take this, and this one is pretty how it is set up here. So I'm gonna go, you can see that now we have our equivalent, which is this, but we got nothing inside it. There's nothing in there. So we need to copy this, the state machine. So I'm gonna copy it, see if it works. If not, we're gonna have to create it from scratch. So I'm gonna copy this, Control C, and then it's gonna paste it here. Okay. But then when you go in here, you need to double click, and then you can see that there is some stuff in here. But this stuff here has already some sort of connection. So this is pretty much a cycle that says, hey, idle run. We start with the idle run, which is the blend space, and then here there is a comparison saying is in the air, yes, then jump star. Okay, and then if now in the loop, it's still in the air, then jump loop, and then jump end. This is just the logic for that. Like I said, do not worry much about this. We just copy and paste it. So I think we double click on this. It tells you, hey, the variable speed is here, which is already in place. We got this stuff, but this stuff is still connected to the old thing here, look, which is this, look, it's working. So we need to create our own. We need to replace this. So in order to replace it, you see it goes back to that. We need to go into, click this, and in detail here, you can tell them, hey, do not, the blend space that we're going to be using is not the one from the third person, it's the one that we create. So we click here, and it automatically filters out all the blend space, and it triggers the right one, which is this. Okay, so now we have that. This one doesn't change, this one is the same, this one is the same. So we click one level before, and then let's click on this button. And then this button is result, can enter in transition. This is okay. I think this shouldn't be a problem. I don't think that will affect that. Let's do that one like that. Now let's double click on this. Now you see this one is still pointing to the third person, and this is the start. So that will be then, based on this, that will be 8. This is going to be the third person, not a third person jump start, but our jump start. So we go in here, animation jump start. Great. We're going back in here. Now click on this. Now this one, take this, take this. This is character animation jump start asset. We already put that. That's that one. That's okay. Jump loop. Let's go back in here again. It's pointing to the old one, which is the one we stole it from. So let's point the loop. That's the loop in the air. That will be our Brutus animation jump loop. Okay. This one doesn't change. This one is okay. We just change it. So we go in here. Let me double click on this. It's in the air. This does the logic. It's not in the air. No. Then still keep clicking the loop. Keep going with the loop until it lands. So I think we just click on that one. That's fine. Now jump N. See, still jump to the old one. So let's put here our animation jump N. Okay. Let's check on this variable here. Okay, Brutus animation jump N as assets. This is the logic that it creates in there. So then we go into here, and I think this is the one we just checked. Yep. And this one is the blend space, so that should be fine. So we need to connect this guy into this, and let's compile and see it doesn't give me. There you go. So it's all working. See, click, it automatically triggered the blend space. You see, it's working there. So this one seems to be okay. So so now I don't think I need to steal anything else from here. I think it's all connected with no problem. I think this one got all the asset correctly. This one has all the assets. You see, they all just my character animation, so that's okay. Compile, that's great. I'm gonna close this. I'm gonna double check on this. I got my skeleton, I got my mesh, I got the animations, in this case the blend space. Okay, I got the blueprint, which is the one that I got there, and I got the physics asset. So it's all working, okay, so far. Okay, so the next thing we need to do now, I'm going to save this, and then I'm gonna actually save all, so I can say this as it is. Now the next step we're gonna actually do the rigging, or the actual animation blueprint. Oh, sorry, the actual character blueprint. At the moment is this guy. Look, this dude here, and this is the guy that we need to create this, which is the one that add the camera with all the things, and then plus the character. Okay, so this is what we're gonna do next. Okay, and I think we're gonna try to see if we can steal it from this one as well. See if we can actually recreate. I'm gonna try to do something in there, see if we can actually take it. Okay. So that's it for now, guys. I'm gonna stop this now, and I'm gonna come back with the other tutorial when we do the blueprint, and then we do the final stage, which is actually putting trigger the game, the actual character. Then once we do that, then I'm gonna do an extra tutorial at the end, which show how to do the actual cloth, okay, and a little bit of the collision. Like I said to you at the beginning, guys, cloth and collisions are not gonna be part of the submission, because that's something that I added to this, but it's not gonna. If you check the submission guidelines, it never says anything about you need to have a character that has some sort of element in cloth. Okay, with cloth. Okay. All right. Thank you very much, guys. Bye bye. I'm gonna come back with the next tutorial in a minute. Bye bye.